Okay, guys, I think we'll get started because it's 3 o'clock. We might have a few people who will join us later, so that is absolutely fine. But I'm conscious that I don't want to take up too much of your time, so we'll get going. We're going to be talking about everything Intrepid Premium today. So in case you haven't heard, Intrepid have released a brand new style of travel, and we launched on March 16th, so not that long ago. I have to say the reaction from agents and customers has been absolutely fantastic. So if you don't know anything about Intrepid Premium, in half an hour, you're going to know absolutely everything. And of course, as always, if you have any questions or any comments or anything like that, please do feel free to pop them into the Q&A box or the chat box, and I'll get to those at the very end. So we'll get started. I want to introduce myself to you first and foremost. My name is Carrie. I'm the Industry Sales Manager for Intrepid Travel in Europe, Middle East and Africa. I am based in Ireland, in case you didn't get that from my accent, but I just wanted you to be able to put a face to the voice. At the very end, I will turn on my camera and we can do a few questions, like I said, so you'll be able to see me in person. But I wanted to just introduce myself at the start of this. So if you need to reach me at all, my email address is carrie.day@intrepidtravel.com, and my phone number is an Irish phone number, but don't worry, if you want to WhatsApp me or text me, I can call you back if you don't want to incur any charges to an Irish mobile. So please feel free to do that. I'm always here to help with any inquiries, any questions, anything that you might have. I am here to help. So this is me. I am usually happiest when there's lots of yummy food in front of me, and I'm really pleased to let you know that this photograph was taken on the Explore Northern Thailand itinerary, which I had the pleasure of doing in October 2019, my last holiday before the pandemic. I'm very sad looking back on this, but it does remind me of some really great times, and this was an agent fam that was absolutely incredible. So if anybody has any questions about Northern Thailand, I've been twice now, so I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. So we'll get going, guys. Intrepid Premium. So Intrepid is launching a new style of adventure travel called Intrepid Premium. Intrepid Premium delivers Intrepid's hallmark sustainable experience-rich style of travel with 4 to 4.5 star accommodation, exceptional inclusions, and our most experienced local leaders. So why are we introducing Intrepid Premium now? Well, as you know, it's been a really challenging year in travel, and Intrepid is always looking towards the future. Our goal really is to bring Intrepid's sustainable experience-rich style of travel to more customers than ever before. And we really believe that there's an emerging market of environmentally and socially conscious travelers seeking immersive local travel experiences, but who also expect an elevated accommodation and service offering. So Intrepid Premium launched on March 16th, like I said, and our departures will be commencing in January 2022. So who is the Intrepid Premium customer? So premium itineraries have been designed for travelers seeking an immersive, sustainable travel experience with a premium comfort level, primarily baby boomers in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. So the premium customer is just as much about mindset as it is about age, and they really do value unusual inclusions that immerse them in local culture, accommodation that is comfortable, aesthetically pleasing, and great value for money, having time for personal exploration in addition to having organized activities, attention to detail and a well-structured, well-paced itinerary, and a trip that allows for travelers of different physical abilities as well. They also really want a knowledgeable, organized and professional leader, and want to travel with a brand that cares about sustainability. And they're also looking for safety and adventure in equal measure. So like I said, it's more of a mindset than an age category. And so Intrepid Premium is really open-aged. So we'll talk about the accommodation first. I'm very excited about this. As I mentioned, our trips will be staying in 4 to 4.5 star accommodation. You might be familiar with some of our other trip styles. So we have basics, original, and comfort. So there's something there, 2 star, 2.5 to 3 star, and then 3 to 3.5 star. But of course, Intrepid Premium is going to sit on top of all of those at 4 and 4.5. So where our travelers stay is a really fundamental part of the Intrepid Premium experience. So that's why Intrepid Premium properties have been specially selected based on location, great value, quality, local character, and design. Customers can expect an average local 4 to 4.5 star rating of accommodation across their trip. Everything from centrally located properties in cities to wilderness accommodations that immerse them in nature while keeping the creature comforts. Intrepid Premium properties are always close to the action. Each trip will also include a feature stay in an extra special property chosen to showcase the local architectural style and to provide an unusual and exceptional local experience. With Intrepid Premium's strong sustainability focus, many itineraries feature accommodation using renewable energy or those that contribute back to the local community. We are committed to continuing to grow the number of eco accommodations and renewable energy hotels on Intrepid Premium, as on all Intrepid Travel trips. And I really want to show you this particular hotel, which is the Orient Star Hotel in Khiva in Uzbekistan. It's actually a madrash, which is a college for Islamic instruction, and it's the largest one in Central Asia. So our customers will stay in renovated rooms that were the student quarters when this was a functioning Islamic school. And it's a truly memorable way of experiencing an essential part of Uzbekistan's religion and culture. And I want to show you the outside of this hotel. How amazing is this? I absolutely love it. And just imagine customers' reaction to arriving at this hotel and seeing everything that there is to do and see in the local surrounds. Absolutely love this one. And I want to show you this one as well. So premium travelers will have a truly local and memorable experience staying tucked inside the stunning natural rock formations of the Cappadocia region in the splendid Cave Hotel in Cappadocia. And they'll enjoy a front row seat when the hot air balloons sail over this hotel in the early morning and away down Pigeon Valley. So absolutely love this one. And this is the outside of this hotel, which I think is just absolutely incredible. So I absolutely love our premium accommodation. Intrepid Premium's itineraries are designed and curated by Intrepid's destination experts. Premium tour leaders are Intrepid's most experienced with in-depth knowledge and extensive local networks to make it a trip of a lifetime. They're well organized, proud and passionate, and they love their culture and want to show the best parts of it to their customers. Intrepid Premium's genuine small group size, which is an average of 10 travelers, means that customers can easily access their leaders' time and attention. And Intrepid Premium offers once-in-a-lifetime itineraries that cover all the highlights travelers want to see, plus a few of those that they don't know about yet, with unusual, exceptional, and authentic experiences covering cuisine, culture, nature, and lots more, delivered by genuine local experts and guides. An example of where our local knowledge delivers a premium experience is Petra in Jordan, where our leaders know to take you down to the Sikh, to the treasury, one of the most heart-thumping moments in travel. If you've ever been, you'll know what I'm talking about. We do this really early in the day before all the tour buses arrive so that our groups have a more authentic, intimate experience. If anybody's been there, you might know already, it's quite difficult to get a good shot of the treasury when there's lots of people standing and sitting outside of it. So it's great to get down there nice and early to get those amazing shots and just experience it before the crowds get there as well. Another great example of premium experience is in Jaipur in India, where we ride a rickshaw to a royal haveli to be greeted by the owner. And we'll enjoy a tour and hear stories of the ancestors who ruled the surrounding provinces. We'll sip drinks on the rooftop overlooking the old city and make the most of the unique opportunity to get to know the lives of Indian people from a different perspective. So at least one experience per trip is exclusive to premium, and it will not be on any other Intrepid itinerary. And part of the premium experience is an authentic local welcome meal to whet the appetite for adventure and for customers to meet their tour leader and travel companions. So we do usually have the welcome meeting at 6 p.m. on day one. And a lot of the time the group will go out together and they will get food. But with Intrepid Premium, the meal is actually included already. So it's a great way for the tour leader and the group to bond together. I think this is a really lovely idea. In Morocco, then, we journey to the edge of the Sahara Desert to learn how to make the local dish medfouna, and then we cross the dunes atop a camel to stay the night under the stars in a romantic and exceptional desert camp. So I love this itinerary as well. So from the very beginning, an arrival transfer is included, and there's a complimentary welcome call at the first accommodation. Intrepid Premium offers premium service to its customers. So I think this is really nice because, as I mentioned, a lot of the time our welcome meeting will be at 6 p.m., but you'll probably fly your customers in a little bit earlier or maybe even the day before. So as soon as they arrive at the hotel, they will get that courtesy call from our on-the-ground experts, and they'll be able to book them onto any day tours that they might potentially have. So Intrepid Premium takes away all the hassles of travel with breakfast included every day. Customers' luggage is carried and transferred for them. All tips are included except for the tour leader's tip, which is completely at your customer's discretion. It's not mandatory. And of course, they'll have 24/7 on-ground support, so customers will be free to not worry about the details and just to focus on enjoying their adventure instead. So like all Intrepid trips, premium itineraries are focused on sustainability. We aim to make Intrepid not only the best tour company in the world, but the best tour company for the world. So premium itineraries are 100% carbon offset, as are the rest of our trips, and they employ local leaders and work with locally owned businesses to support local economies. They include, where possible, experiences that support environmental and wildlife conservation initiatives and not-for-profit organizations as well. Additional efforts to lower the carbon footprint of Intrepid Premium itineraries include increasing the number of accommodations using renewable energy sources and trialing electric vehicles for arrival transfers in Jordan and Iran, which I think is pretty cool. So we'll go back to the premium customer just to remind you a little bit. So the premium customer is as much about mindset as it is age, as I mentioned. The premium customer values unusual inclusions that immerse them in that local culture, accommodation that is comfortable, aesthetically pleasing, and great value for money, and taking the time to see a destination properly and not rushing. The premium customer values having time for personal exploration in addition to organized activity, attention to detail, and a well-structured, well-paced itinerary. A knowledgeable, organized, and professional leader traveling with a company that cares about sustainability and safety and adventure in equal measures. That said, the customer demographic that most closely aligns with these values are travelers in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, but customers in their 30s and 40s will also line up with this mindset if they're looking for an adventure with a focus on comfort. So I can really see these trips being popular with honeymooners or maybe somebody who's celebrating a big 30th or 40th birthday party. But of course, it will be mostly our travelers in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, like I mentioned. They may be a new customer to Intrepid, looking to share their adventure with like-minded travelers, or they may have done an Intrepid original or comfort trip in the past, but feel it's time for an upgrade. So this is particularly important, I think, because a lot of people maybe haven't traveled last year and they probably have a little bit more money to spend. So they might have wanted to do an original or comfort style before, but now we'll have a premium trip that you can offer them instead if they want to really upgrade and have a much more premium experience. So Intrepid Premium itineraries have been designed by our destination experts, locals who know their country inside and out, including the local experiences beyond the more obvious highlights. So there are 80 plus Intrepid Premium itineraries across North and Central Asia, Southeast Asia, Africa, the Middle East, Central and South America, and of course, Europe. Itineraries range in duration from 8 to 25 days, with the majority being 11 days or less. Intrepid Premium will go to all of our most popular destinations, including Morocco, Spain, Italy, Croatia, Egypt, Vietnam, Japan, Peru. I could go on, there's lots of these on my list. In most places, there's a highlights itinerary, which will be from 8 to 11 days for anybody who's traveling and might be a little bit time poor. But there will also be an in-depth itinerary of 12 days or more for adventurers with more time to spend on the road. Intrepid Premium itineraries are predominantly land-based cultural experiences. Special interest itineraries such as walking, cycling, and food trips will be added in due course, in addition to new destinations. So that is a question I usually get asked a lot. Will there be more destinations? And the answer is yes, absolutely. So how to define Intrepid Premium? Intrepid Premium is excellent value, basically. It's comfortable 4 to 4.5 star accommodation with local character and excellent locations. It is comfortable private transportation with some flights and trains used whenever it represents an opportunity to enhance the travel experience. It's a genuine small group experience with a maximum of 12 travelers and an average of 9 or 10. Intrepid Premium is authentic meals with local atmosphere. It's well-crafted itineraries with all the destination highlights, plus some unexpected surprises. It is flexible to individual requirements, whether dietary, physical, or a special interest. And of course, the premium customer isn't always of a certain demographic, but it is always a customer who wants all of the above that you can see on the screen. So premium accommodation, premium service, premium sustainability, premium knowledge, and premium experiences. So of course, you might know already that Intrepid has our comfort style trips, and I just want to show you a few of the differences between premium and comfort. So you'll be able to see in terms of inclusion, so this will be activities and food and meals and things like that. On the premium trips, there will be 50 to 60% inclusions, as opposed to our comfort trips, which will have about 40% inclusions. Accommodation style, we've already said it a few times on this webinar, but premium, we will be staying in 4-star and 4.5 star, and we will have a feature stay on each trip. Compared then to our comfort trips, which will have 3 to 3.5 star accommodation. Transportation then for premium, we will use mainly private transportation. If we do have to travel on trains, there will be first class trains, and we'll use flights where necessary. And of course, in Africa, we will use those fantastic 4x4s. As opposed then to comfort trips, which will use a mixture of private and local transportation, and we will use overland vehicles for Africa. So these are slightly bigger than the 4x4s, as you can imagine. Then when we look at meals, so you'll see with premium, breakfasts are included daily and about 40% of the lunches and dinners are included on average. When you look at comfort trips, about 70% of the breakfasts are included and 20 to 30% of meals are included as well. I've already talked about the tips, but we'll just go over that one more time because you may not have sold many tours before, you may not have sold an Intrepid tour. So basically at the start of the trip, there will be a tipping kitty, and this will be for people who are helping us with our luggage and helping us to check into hotels and various activities throughout the tour. So on the premium trips, all of these tips are included, obviously excluding the leader's tip, which is completely at the discretion of the customer. When we look at our comfort trips, the tipping kitty and the leader's tips are not included in these. So it's just something to be aware of when you're looking and comparing maybe two different itineraries that are quite similar. And of course, then I'm more than happy to let you know that arrival transfers are included, complimentary airport transfers are included for both premium and comfort trips. So of course, if you have a couple of families or a group of friends who for whatever reason might prefer not to join one of our groups, but to do a premium trip on their own, our tailor-made team can arrange that for you. Your customers can either do a premium itinerary on a date of their choosing, or they can tweak or make up an itinerary of their own with the same inclusions and the same premium quality. So this goes across all of the different trip styles that we have. If you have any customers who maybe don't feel comfortable traveling with a group of strangers, we can of course put together a tailor-made experience for them. And we can mix it up. We can use a range of different types of accommodation if they want to. So if anybody's interested in that, please do get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to talk about tailor-made experiences. And you might know as well that Intrepid changed our booking policy last year to make it a bit more flexible, to give you and your customers a lot more peace of mind. So balances are now due 21 days prior to departure. They used to be 56, but it's only 21 now. So your customers have a lot of time before they are due to travel to decide whether or not they feel comfortable traveling. And if they don't and they cancel 21 days or more prior to departure, then we will keep their deposit on file with us. If they cancel within 21 days or more, 21 days or less prior, then we will keep 50% of their deposit on file that they can use at a later date, but we will also retain 50% of their deposits. Of course, if Intrepid have to cancel any trips, which unfortunately did happen last year, we're going to give you two options. So you can either give your customers 110% credit that can be used with Intrepid on absolutely any trip at any time. It doesn't have to be the same trip. They can use it on a completely different one if they want to, or they can have a full refund. So I think this is pretty important, and it's always nice to know which suppliers are refunding, and I'm happy to let you know that Intrepid are. So if anybody has any more questions about the booking policy, I'm more than happy to answer those at the very end. And of course, the safety and flexibility of our travelers, leaders, crew, staff, and suppliers remain our highest priority. And in line with this, we have worked with organizations such as the World Health Organization to implement new minimum standards of hygiene and sanitation so that our customers can travel in a safe and responsible way. Our itineraries have undergone a comprehensive risk assessment and audit. Tour leaders and suppliers will have completed the COVID-19 health and safety training before they take any trips. Intrepid Travel has received the World Travel and Tourism Council Safe Travel Stamp, which really provides travelers with assurance that we have adopted health and hygiene global standardized protocols just to enable our customers to travel safely. And if you have any customers who have a payment held in credit with either or with Intrepid, they can be used towards an Intrepid Premium trip. There's no deadline by which time these credits must be used, so you can rebook your customers' credits on an Intrepid Premium trip departing in 2022 to really give them something to look forward to. So that is absolutely everything from me, guys. I want to say a massive thank you so much for joining me today. And now you're completely ready to sell Intrepid Premium to your customers. So thank you so much. I'm going to put up our contact page just in case anybody wants to join us on Facebook. Please do. We post daily flight inclusive offers there, and a lot of them have been premium since we've launched. So you can do that. Just search for Intrepid Loves Agents on Facebook and join our group. And of course, you have our reservations number for the UK and Ireland, and South Africa is there too. I don't think we have anybody from South Africa with us today. And just in case you want to reach me and our team, you can email us on intrepidlovesagents@intrepidtravel.com. Or like I said, you can always email me directly, and it's carrie.day@intrepidtravel.com. And before I stop sharing my screen and I turn back on my camera, I want to remind you guys about an amazing premium fam trip competition that we have running at the moment. So in case you didn't hear, in 2022, we will be taking 10 lucky travel agents on our premium Morocco trip with flights included, obviously. And all you need to do is join our Facebook group, Intrepid Loves Agents. You need to complete our Intrepid Premium module on the OTT platform. So you will already know a lot of the answers to the questions by listening to this webinar, but please, please, please do join and go onto the module, completed, and you just need to share the cert with us. So you just need to email that on to intrepidlovesagents@intrepidtravel.com. And the very last thing that you need to do is we want you to make an Intrepid Premium booking. So you need to do all of this before April 30th. And if anybody has any questions about that, please do get in touch. All the information is on our Facebook group though, so please, please, please do join that. So I'm going to turn back on my camera now, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And hopefully you guys have some questions. I see a couple in the chat box, so let me have a quick look. Linda is saying, thanks, great presentation. I love it, thank you very much, that's great. And somebody else is saying hello, and I think that's it. Jane has also just asked, does the flexible booking policy apply even if you have flights booked with Intrepid? That's a really great question, Jane, and thank you so much for asking. I always forget to mention flights. You can, of course, book your flights through Intrepid, and you can use our ATOL license, and everything will be packaged and protected. I would mention that a lot of the time when we're looking at flights at the moment, we're looking at IT fares that don't need to be ticketed until closer to the departure date, which I think is just a safer option for everybody all around. We have had the same struggles as you guys in terms of getting flight refunds back from some of the airlines. So it mostly applies to the land portion, Jane, to answer your question, but going forward, it will be pretty much IT fares that we will be booking. So hopefully that answers your question. If you want me to say anything else, then just do get in touch. May is asking, do we offer travel agent discount rates on premium tours? Yes, absolutely, we do. I'm glad you asked that because I always forget to mention this as well. So yeah, basically, if you're booking an Intrepid tour, and it doesn't matter if it's a basics, original, comfort, or premium style trip, if you're booking within 60 days of travel, you get a 50% discount, which is pretty nice. If you're booking outside of 60 days, you still get a 40% discount, and you'll get a 20% discount for your companion. And of course, we have family trips as well. There are no premium family trips at the moment because that's not really the market that we're looking at right now, but you never know, in the future maybe. But if you are traveling, if you have a family and you want to bring some of the kids with you, you can get a 10% discount for the kids as well. So they're pretty nice discounts, and it definitely is something nice. We like to give back to agents. We do really love working with the trade. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, get in touch. I'm more than happy to help get you guys booked onto a premium trip. Fiona is asking, how would we go about getting a tailor-made itinerary sorted? Fiona, just send me a quick email. So I'll actually type it into the comments here just so that you can all copy and paste it, but it's just carrie.day@intrepidtravel.com. Just send it there. I think you should be able to see that. Send me an email, and I'll put you in touch with the tailor-made team as well. So hopefully that answers that question. If anybody else has any other questions, please do feel free to pop them in. Quite conscious. Actually, we're doing okay for time. It's only 23 minutes past, so we're doing okay. No problem at all, Fiona. Thank you. If anybody has any questions, please, please, please do just let me know. I'm always here to help. One thing that I do actually always forget to mention is the minimum age on the trips. So the minimum age for most of our trips is 15. Will depend slightly sometimes depending on the destination. Of course, the family trips, the minimum age is 5. So just in case you do have anybody who wants to travel with older teenagers on a premium trip, the minimum age is 15. And our deposits are £200 or €275 if we have any Euro agents with us. And this is the same across all of our trips. Our 18 to 29 trips, I'm getting a little bit away from everything now, but we do have 18 to 29 trips for people that are lucky enough to fall into that age bracket. I don't, unfortunately, but there are lower deposits for them. So I think they're £49 and €75 for those ones. So hopefully that answers that. It's just a couple of things that I always forget. But I don't think there's any other questions for now. If you do have have a question, this is your last chance. I don't want to hold anybody else up, but I really do appreciate everybody jumping on today. Thank you so much. Please do get involved with the competition. We'd love to welcome you all to Morocco and experience our fantastic premium Morocco trip. Hopefully I'll be there with you. You never know. But that's it, guys. I don't think there's any more questions. So I really appreciate your time and attention. Like I said, I'm always here to answer any questions. If something pops into your head in a couple of days' time, do feel free to just send me a quick email and I'll get back to you. So thank you so much, guys. We'll leave it there. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And yeah, we'll talk to you all very soon. Thank you.